When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pod on. Thank you for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. I am so excited tonight. So many things to talk about. People went to concerts. They were singing, even though they couldn't see. People were getting washed out of stadiums last night. Probably very happy at the end of that. We'll get into that. And then there's my good friend, the soldier, who I was waiting.
McDummy.
I was waiting. And sure enough, I got the text.
I'm not the only one saying this now. Last week I was. This week I'm not the only one saying it.
No, I know you're not the only one saying it. I know you're not.
He is a terrible freaking coach when it comes down. I mean, you're not going to try. You're not going to run. You've been running the ball great the second half.
All right. Yep.
And all of a sudden, 3 passes from a guy that just freaking smashed his head and was unconscious on the ground.
Well, see.
It was a chest injury.
There's an awful lot of stuff to get into with this.
And they better get investigated.
But
that's all I'm going to say.
Before we go any further, this segment is brought to you by BTB, where they launched this weekend their new brunch menu.
Crushed it.
I got to think you had to.
Crushed it.
You had to have. That burrito sounds so goddamn good. It's got everything you want. Eggs, the meat, the potatoes, the wrap. Right, and then you can have brown sugar, but then you can have it deep fried.
Sold 19 of them yesterday.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I'll have to sweet talk him some Monday to cooking some eggs and bringing those up.
Why don't we just go to brunch?
I don't want you to
why don't we just go to a brunch? And next Monday night's a game. Should we come out again?
Yeah, we should do that if you don't mind.
I don't
know
mind.
It's a lot of work for you.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fun though. But if you,
it's fun,
work, so
and it was it was fun, and if it's closer to you, right?
I'm busy that day.
Rich the Ram fan can fill in.
No, don't do that. Do not do that.
I'm not doing it.
Him this week.
Do not.
Do not sit next
All
to
I
him.
did was go say
Don't
hi.
even say hi
I
this
could
week.
not get away.
Just pretend you don't see him.
Well, that's true. All right.
That's what we do.
Is that what you do? Okay. Yeah. So,
Just kidding.
But BTB, man, you brought in the chicken French tonight. My absolute favorite.
Yeah.
And I have been running home to make dinner, and I get a, hey, is BTB coming in tonight? And I say, yeah. He goes, if there's any food left over, bring me some food back. I go, I can't promise that there's going to be any left over, but we ate. Only because I just want to be in the habit of
I was going to say, tell me.
I'll
bring him something.
Just save something for him.
I'm going to save this.
Glad to bring him something.
Can I have Laura's, the rest of Laura's salad?
No, I'm eating my salad with my spork.
Yes, I know. I don't know where all the silverware's
Where
got in
is
this.
all the black silverware?
I have no idea.
Like
I'm
I
gonna have
said,
to go
next time I'm
recycle
bringing you in an organizer.
I'm going to
It's gotta
get
be
my own
black.
organizer, and then that way you'll be impressed. And why
It's
does
not
it
a matter
have
of
to be
It's
black?
not a matter of organization. It's a matter of people keep stealing our shit.
What if it's clear or white? That's not good enough. It's got to be black.
No, it would be fine, but I have a fucking spork.
Well, you do have a
She's
sport.
complaining
have a
about it. She's
sport.
like,
I don't know.
rock
Kevin
the
and Bill
sport.
have forks. I don't know how
I don't know
they
how
have
that
them.
happened. I'm not
I
really
took one
sure.
out for Laura.
Works the
Bill's okay.
same.
So, Mark, should we get into it a little
Let's
bit
do it.
here? Because BTB, by the way, next week you want to join us. Get there for Sunday. Brunch spills into. First of all, we're going to be open for the game in England or the game overseas.
What is the game? We were open this Sunday because
Yes.
we have a pretty good Vikings crowd.
Vikings crowd, yeah.
We were open. I don't know.
I
who
don't
the game is.
remember.
Jacksonville and somebody.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. All right.
Well, we open at 10. So the
you're
game
right
starts
there.
at 9:30.
You're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect. You're not in the habit of getting there anyway. So you stay, have brunch, and then right into the 1 o'clock games, right on through, and come back on Monday for Monday Night Football over 50 TVs. Not a bad seat in the house. As you can see, our BTB logo is up on your screen now. The whole thing with the Bills, I love this because you're not alone in what you're saying about McDermott being a terrible coach.
I'm tired of him not being able to manage the clock. He's been doing that for years. I mean, he can't manage the clock.
Well, yes. An hour went by before he came out and talked to the press.
Right.
But I will say, in the meantime, there was all the piling on came.
He was managing his time. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. Oh, he was getting ready for it. He knew.
Yeah,
he knew it was it. He knew he lost. It was him.
J.J. Watt, baffling game management decision by the Bills. And then I know you're not a fan of ESPN, but Mike Greenberg this morning was saying it, and I think he even tweeted there will be worse losses in the NFL this year than the one the Bills just took, but there may not be a dumber one.
Right. Nick Dummy.
Can I try? I'm going to try to defend McDermott.
And I know where you're going to go with this.
And okay.
I know what you're going to do.
All right. But I want to see, but it isn't you that I want to impress. It's Matt. I want to see if Matt, I want to, no. I want to see if Matt agrees just from a different perspective. And here's why. Because this has happened in the past 24 years. There have been 2 other times that teams were within 5 yards of their own end zone, like the Bills were yesterday.
Right.
That's only happened twice before. So there really isn't precedent as to what to do. It seems to make sense to what you're saying, except for the fact you have a tier 1 quarterback named Josh Allen.
Who couldn't,
yeah, but in that first one,
who couldn't hit water.
No, I know, but hang on a second.
No, it doesn't help.
I understand, and we do need to talk about that. The
so
which happened just before.
So
what I'm going to say is he threw it to Keon Coleman, and that play could have gone either. That call, I think, could have gone either way.
Right.
And if it was, then we're not talking about this. And in the next one, it was, I think he was hit, right, and it fell short. And I thought there was another one where he sent a bomb.
3 passes.
But I mean, you've got this tier 1 guy that you want him to be that guy. I understand. Yeah.
But you had the running.
I guess I'm losing my own argument.
You had Cook running the ball in the second half.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Allen got freaking his ass knocked out.
Right.
So you're gonna.
But
they're also playing the run because they know you're going to run it there.
Right. But here's what I was thinking.
No, you throw it too.
Even if you ran it, let's say each run, right? The Bills really lost that game in regulation. They get the ball back. What is there? 32 seconds on the clock in regulation. The score is tied. They're within 5 yards of their own end zone. They start to run it. What does each running play take? 6 seconds off the clock. By the time they get the ball back, right? They would end up getting the ball back.
But they would have been able to get
the same 7 seconds.
They would have been able to kick it farther than the 50-yard line.
Well, maybe you put them out further. Right, maybe not. And what would have happened is on the same thing, though, teams do this all the time. Instead of going down the center to get within field goal range, you throw it to the outside. Your guy steps out of bounds. The clock stops. And teams do that all the time. So to me, it was kind of one of these 50-50 things in that particular thing. The bad part for McDermott is, as you've pointed out pretty accurately, the 13-second game was a debacle. I mean, he has done this.
Nobody's forgetting.
Right.
Nobody's
Did Houston have
forgiving.
Timeouts?
No,
Houston had all 3.
Houston had all 3 timeouts.
So runs those timeouts out too.
Running they would have stopped it.
You can spike the ball. There's a lot of things you can do on offense to stop the ball,
right,
or the clock. But
when
if
you're
you
stopping
run that
them,
ball, that defense is all over it. You may lose yards. So you're kicking now from the either farther back than you were, even though he was 1 yard into his end zone.
Right.
He might only have a 5-6 yard snap, and that could have been even a bigger disaster.
That was sort of what I was thinking. Look, my first reaction was your reaction, but I always like to spend some time thinking and looking at this from all angles and reading different things. And I went, because you know who did come out right away saying sort of what I'm agreeing with today was Danny. Danny was like,
I saw that last night.
Yeah, Danny was on that side. He's going, look, and he was saying to me today, there hasn't been anything in the past 24 years. I think it's according to True Grit or True Stat or whatever it is. I don't know, but they're a True Media, I think, had that stat. But I go, boy, this is true. You've got Josh Allen there. I would have tried. And I mean, that Keon Coleman play could have gone either way.
They expect Josh Allen to throw, though. I think they expect Josh Allen to throw more than they expect running.
I don't know, because they were running, as you said, they were running so well. So I don't know. Look, I don't know. It was a heartbreaker to walk away with a loss. It really was, when it was like 59 yards. I mean, it bummed me out. I got to be honest with you.
It fucking sucked.
Yeah,
it still took a 59-yard field goal. It wasn't like the guy kicked a 19-yarder.
No, that's dude booted that, kick. But he booted that motherfucker.
That could have won 20 more yards.
I feel like it could have too.
And it's still the 5th game of the year. And you're in a division that nobody can fucking win.
Right.
You're fine. You got 5 or 6 games in a row.
9, you're winning.
But you guys,
you've got 7 games in a row.
My whole point is it's mediocre. You're going to win the division. You're going to go to the playoffs. You're going to fuck it up in the playoffs. That's what they do.
But you still haven't yet to provide what the replacement would be.
I don't care who the replacement is at this point. Put Brady on as the coach.
So you want to put Brady up there?
Dallas.
Last time I checked,
He's
he's
the
the one
offensive
calling the
play caller.
goddamn plays
Yeah.
last night.
So-
Not McDermott's not calling the
So
plays.
to that point, though, to Matt, now I'll step on my own dick in this argument because he hired a defensive coordinator. Last year he
Right.
was calling the defensive plays. This year he's got a defensive coordinator. So in situations like this, he can more focused, right?
Credit
And-
those.
And to
Yeah.
say to Brady, "Hey man, we tried the pass. Let's run it this time," or something. And
So
and he
you
didn't
let
do
him
it.
go the whole game in the last minute. You want to micromanage your coach?
Yes,
So you take the game right out of the kid's hands.
that's what I'm. See, that's what
Because
I'm
the
thinking
kid couldn't
too.
do nothing wrong the first 3 weeks.
He
Now
couldn't.
he sucks.
Well, yes,
McDermott sucks.
because we lost
Brady
two. We
sucks.
lost two, man.
Dallas
We
fans-
lost two.
I'm asking a serious question.
Are the worst.
Oh, Dallas fans
Mike-
are the worst.
Mike-
They're all blaming Dak right
Mike
now.
McCarthy. There's nothing wrong with
Oh, yeah.
Dak.
Dak
Mike
saved that fucking game.
They've been trying. They've been on McCarthy's head for fucking 3 years.
know.
McCarthy
And-
needs to go. There's no doubt
and
about
then,
it.
see,
Yeah, but
Dallas is no different than Buffalo. They're the same type of fucking team. They're the exact same type of team.
No, you guys have been to a championship game. We can't even get out of our own way in a division game.
but
That's the
one
difference.
championship game. That's it. They've never gotten out of a divisional playoff since.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I hear you. I don't know that they're. I don't think they're that. I think
just-
McCarthy's
if
a worse
anybody
coach
should-
than
if
McDermott
anybody
to me.
should-
Oh God.
I think
I
McCarthy's
don't
a
know.
worse coach. I
These,
do.
these were games the Bills were expected to possibly lose.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And the fact that, again, you're in a shit division and it was supposed to be a rebuilding year because they just
Listen,
gutted everything.
The only people that thought Buffalo was going to be outstanding this year was people in Rochester and Buffalo. I'm not trying to take a jab. I'm not taking a jab.
I know, but it's so us. It's so us.
They were ranked right with Dallas down like 10, 11, 12. Nobody
Yeah.
thought they were going to do
Yeah.
anything. They're doing exactly what everybody else in the world, except for Rochester and Buffalo, thought they would do.
Yeah.
First 3 weeks, they were world beaters. Josh Allen looked amazing.
Yeah, he did.
I had him as MVP. You saw it.
and you
So
played,
they've had a couple bad games.
you played MCC DeVry at the University of Phoenix on
I
linebacker.
don't know. Arizona beat the 49ers.
I thought the
yesterday.
Texans
Texans are
were a better team than I expected them to be.
That's that's my
They got a lot
AFC
of
team for the Super
weapons.
Bowl this year. They're great,
Yeah,
and they lost Collins after that
they
first.
did
half.
lose Collins after the first half, and they still. But the Bills came back. I mean, they
Sure did.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some fight in
I'm
there.
gonna tell you what.
But what does it say about this team right now? When Shakir, or am I saying his name right? I'm not.
Shakir.
Yeah, Shakira is the is missing, and that's the best receiver on the team. You've got it. I mean,
Right.
Josh, what did he go? 0 for 9?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, and some of those passes were
they were getting dropped.
getting dropped.
Yeah, they were.
So some of that stuff is you lost the game. I think they lost in regulation. I really do. I understand a win's a win in the end, and you had an opportunity.
Right.
And there's a winning mentality, and some people are saying this is not the winning mentality. But I go, you got that tier 1 guy with this arm. Granted, what do you think? I didn't see it at the time.
and put the game on his back, man. He's arguably the second best quarterback in football.
Yeah.
If not right there with Mahomes right now, as far as this year. I'd give him the ball. I'd let him throw it.
So I see. That's kind of why I was curious as to your thoughts on that.
We didn't know where his head was. I mean,
Well,
literally.
I didn't know.
That's the next
Literally.
question, though.
He still
I
may not
did
know.
not know. I did not see everything until
He hit
today
his
when they
head
really slowed it down. Did you see his
Did you
whole
see-
wrist
oh,
went?
his
he
whole
went-
body went.
He
limp.
went.
He
He was
went
knocked
to
out.
He went full on
He went to a.
He was knocked out, and then they came with smelling salts on the sideline, and they said no concussion, and you went back in.
They took him in the blue tent to look at his chest, but they said it during the game an ankle. So which one was it?
Well, I thought they even said they were doing concussion protocol because he hit his head. That's why he had to go in the blue tent. I thought that's what and that he passed the concussion protocol. That's why he was allowed back in the game.
You know what's crazy is everybody else yesterday got a concussion, never went back in the game. Sauce Gardner in the first game,
Yeah.
never went back in.
Right.
I don't know how to say the Miami running back's name.
Oh, I can't either.
Acorn or Achon.
Yeah, Acorn. We'll go with Acorn. Concussion didn't go back in the game.
Right. But I mean, this is the end of the game. Is it possible? There's no way he didn't have one. Right.
Oh, he
Is it-
definitely had one.
He still
But I also
has it.
think he had one last week. If you remember, he hit his head hard last week. Remember on that
Yeah.
stupid trick play.
Yeah,
Remember how
yeah,
hard he
yeah.
hit
He did.
He had a concussion last week, so now
But
he's
this-
playing with a concussion this week. Gets a worse one.
Would
This-
they get
his-
fined?
Oh, yeah.
The Players Association needs to look into this. This poor kid has taken some major hits in the last 2 weeks. He did not know what he was
He
doing
looked like
yesterday.
he went limp. They got him up and on the sideline, and you saw somebody coming out with smelling salts, which will snap you a little bit back, I guess. I don't know.
I thought that was.
I had to watch the whole thing on ESPN because I was at the mall.
Yeah.
And not that I wanted to be there, but it's what my niece wanted to do. So I'm watching the
Such
whole
a
thing
good
and
aunt.
just the updates and everything. And by the end, I was swearing in Nordstrom Rack with my mom because it was like that last 2 minutes. And we
Yeah.
were like, what the hell? Fuck. Like,
Yeah.
it was. So then to see, like, I am getting text messages that he had a concussion and everything. And then this morning I sat down and my 9-year-old had to tell me like play by play
Well,
because
I didn't see it. Like I watched it happen and I went, oh my God. But
Yeah.
even on the replay stuff, I didn't see it till it was really slowed down. And
I
then
saw
they
it
showed
yesterday.
another angle
Yeah.
where it was like, and he was
His whole
limp.
body just went limp. His
It
head
went
went straight
limp.
down. He didn't move
His
for a good
wrist
10
I thought that
minutes.
was it. I thought he was done. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah, I did too. Well, they
Cooked
had
the season.
Trubisky on. They put Trubisky in for one play, and then
Did he throw it or run it?
I don't even remember, to be honest with
I
you.
think he actually threw it.
I don't know. I
I
don't
feel like he got a
Fucking
completion.
McDermott.
Yeah,
throwing
I
the
could be
ball.
wrong though.
I don't know. I don't even remember.
I was trying to watch like 10 games
Yeah.
at once.
Did anybody see Greg Connor's favorite player, Gabe Davis, get into it on the sidelines with Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, no,
full
I
Stephon Diggs on him?
Really? Wow. No, I didn't see that.
did Diggs go up to
They hugged at the end.
did
They
they? 'Cause
hugged
that
at the
that was
end,
like
and
all that I
everybody-
wanted to know.
Yeah, it was
Everybody kept saying,
quick,
yes,
cold.
and
That's
it's
'cause Josh
cold
didn't
and
realize it was
awkward.
Diggs.
But I'm wondering if honestly there was a little. You're right. If there was a little concussion stuff in there.
Sure there was.
Yeah. Because
You're my boy, Gabe.
I mean, Josh Allen doesn't just drop off. Houston's got a decent defense, but not like that. Josh threw for how many yards yesterday?
I
160
I
something,
think 100. Yeah.
That's not Josh Allen.
No.
So he was not right from get go. Yes, he doesn't have a number
9 of 30 passes is what he had yesterday.
Sounds like the rookie year.
Yeah. It was his worst. I
He-
think it's worst half.
He's got
the
the
first
same
half.
receivers he had his rookie year.
He had almost the same
You-
passing line as Jacoby Brissett yesterday. Jacoby Brissett played like absolute dog shit.
How do you where does the score of 15 come from? What did they get a safety in
They had
there?
all field goals.
5 field goals,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah, I didn't even
Giants did it last week.
like,
We
oh,
got
the
straight.
Giants game. Oh my God.
Patriots
I
got
was-
straight.
I
butt
love
fucked at the end of
that.
that game.
I love that only because I watched it and I heard the guys on Fox at the NFL on 5, whatever they do in the pregame stuff, and they go, it's an easy one for Seattle. That's a guaranteed win. And I went, holy shit, look at this.
I get the
And
Bills
he gave
fans. You know what I give Bills fans credit for, though? Not one person has blamed Josh Allen. Not one.
No, everybody's blamed Sean McDermott.
Dak Prescott won the game for the Cowboys last
Why?
night, and all I defended for 3 hours on fucking Facebook last night was Dak Prescott's a piece of shit, turned the ball over 3 times. That's the Cowboys fan mentality. He's right. He's 100% right. Cowboys fans are trash when it comes to
They
that.
don't. They do not. I like Dak Prescott. I don't care if he threw 7 interceptions.
Dak Prescott's,
You-
I thought he was like the toughest quarterback.
He is.
Yes.
I was
Yesterday,
so pissed at him last night. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any faith at the end of that game, but he pulled it out.
He did.
But the 2 throws he made were no reason to make those. None at all. And the first interception in the end zone, he misread the safety, so the other guy
Yes.
would have been
Yes.
wide open. He also should have threw it up to Lamb, which they're trying to make a big deal about Lamb and him talking
Yeah.
on the sideline now. And all he says is jump ball forward, jump ball. I'll throw it up. I'll get it. That's all he said to him. And they turned it into, they're fighting. Just like Diggs last year. The media loves to blow this shit up and make it big.
Right, that stupid picture with making it look like that Diggs' eye and Allen.
Yeah.
You could take that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You
yeah,
can
yeah,
take that.
Yeah.
Someone could take that picture of us right now sitting here, and if they take the right picture, I'm eyeing you.
Was Russell Wilson was inactive? Was he still in full uniform like he's
I
been?
didn't see him. But I'll tell you what, the kid came in when Fields got hurt on that play. The kid came in, threw a bullet, and that's your backup, Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
He threw a bullet for completion.
I will give credit to the
Nice.
defense. They did shut him out second half.
Oh, second half, I thought the Bills' defense played outstanding.
With a bunch of guys.
And
who-
that's a really good offense.
yeah. Was
I mean, they're missing Mixon, but that doesn't.
No.
Stroud has been on fire.
and who's the other guy with the weird last name for the Texans that I know it was
Diggs.
no. Diggs. I thought it was
Collins.
Abu Rabi or
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
He
yeah.
had a couple of
Yeah.
great moves and both the
They're-
passing
they're
and
really
on the back.
stacked at wide
They
receiver.
are.
And then
Yeah.
they got Schultz at tight end, who's
Right.
He's not fast, but he's a possession guy. That's a great offense, and the Bills made huge strides in the second half because I thought they were done at the half.
I do wonder if Stephon Diggs is going to have a hip put out on him. I don't know, only because I was reading today, and then I say something to my kid. He goes, "Yeah, that's old news." And I go, "Well, it's just out today
About what?
that
The Diddy party?
He's,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
no, he's the reason that Cardi B and Offset broke up. Who's the
Stefan
reason?
Diggs?
Stefan Diggs.
Stefan Diggs?
Stefan Diggs supposedly has been
How?
banging some rappers' girlfriends, and allegedly Offset went into Cardi B's phone and saw that Stefan Diggs.
Oh,
Yeah, and so Jameson goes to me, oh yeah, that's old news.
No, they say that it was the other way around. That Offset was cheating on Cardi B because she was pregnant with their third child.
Yeah, I know, but I guess Stefan Diggs is in there and DJ somebody Aka Milks or something. I don't know. I can't.
These are all people.
I'm turning into
clue.
my
He's a wide
dad.
receiver
These are all
for the
people I
Texans.
have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
nope.
Yeah, but he heard Offset broke up with Cardi B because of Diggs.
And didn't the rumor was that Josh and Diggs had problems because they
Yes.
were both dating the same
Same
girl
chick.
before Josh
You
started
got
dating,
it,
her, right?
Yeah, Diggs gets
Yeah,
around
he
there.
sure does.
That Diggs, look at this. And I go,
He's
man,
trying to catch up with Tyreek.
I'll tell you what, if you're messing with rappers' girlfriends, that makes me a little nervous. I don't know. I've
Yeah.
seen some
As long as
stuff.
it's not Diddy, you should be
That's
all right.
the only thing I can see. And what happened with your boy Jabril Peppers?
Oh, he's in big trouble.
Holy shit! Did he take a stripper out
Captain
of her
Pep.
clothes and throw
It
her out of
was
the
a,
house?
it was a woman
Yeah, it was his
Okay.
girlfriend.
because the report this morning didn't have whether it was female, male. I
There-
assumed it was female.
Yeah, they're saying here, Peppers and his girlfriend had an altercation. He hit her, choked her, took off her clothing, and put her outside.
If you've learned nothing about
According
the
to-
Patriot way,
Outside.
Aaron
According
Hernandez
to-
says, "Keep your bitches in line."
Right.
Are you watching the series on?
I have
What would
not.
you do if a guy like? I mean, if even if, right?
I feel like, what do you do? Send her to like the dog outhouse?
I don't know. But
Joe told you to
outside,
get.
bitch.
Joe told you to get the fuck outside. Are
Get
you
in
going
place.
out outside?
No,
What if he throws you
I like
out?
my outside though. I'm like, sure, yeah, put me outside.
She'll
You
run
take
around
care of
naked
the
outside, no
kids.
problem.
here's the
In my own backyard. Why not?
here's the weird part, right? You've got his lawyer saying that they have video evidence that supports Jabril and that there isn't
The bitch
whatever.
was being mouthy.
Yeah. But the police showed up at 4:15 a.m. on Saturday. You got a game the next. I mean, you're going deep into, right? I mean, you're still up. That isn't
Well,
4:15
so that's
a.m.
Friday night. so
That's
Saturday
Friday
morning.
night, right? 4:15.
And got
And then there was cocaine,
cocaine, right?
and he, according to the police report, said it's cocaine. But the league and everybody's saying, well, we got to test it. We got to make sure that this is.
yeah, the guy admitting it's cocaine. It's
I
not
don't
enough.
know. That's what I said. I go, how much more proof? I
That's
I
the
think I
players
just
union
believe
for
you.
you.
Yeah, this guy's been in the league like 6 years though, and has never had a problem. So this is a little maybe if they got video evidence that maybe something
Yeah.
she's making up, very well possible.
Officers discovered a clear bag of white powder substance in his wallet, and he told them, "quote It is cocaine," according to some TV station. So I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Does it matter?
I was going to say, man, what are the Patriots going to do without him? They might lose a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's over. It's over
That Monday night game. I don't know what the hell to expect.
with the Jets.
Yeah, Jets are. I see.
The Jets are still the fucking.
Got-
Yes,
Yes,
you're
that's
right.
what
You're,
yeah,
you're
I've
you know
said
what?
it.
I believe that more than ever this year that the Jets are always going to be.
Jets are always
The
the
Jets,
Jets.
are always the Jets.
Always gonna be the Jets. And I jinxed myself because I was so happy that Aaron Rodgers lost because
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers is a piece of shit.
Yes,
So then
a lot of people do.
he's just not a very nice person.
No, he does come off prickly. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he's better than everybody
Right.
else. Is sort of what I.
And it's
tried
like
to-
The Jets have been relevant twice. Namath in those couple years with Sanchez and Rex
No,
Ryan.
forget
Testaverde.
Testaverde.
Yeah.
And they
Oh, I
went
forgot
for-
about
Championship.
Chester.
They were
Yeah.
half away from going to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
were they 14-2 that year, Mark? You know.
12-4.
12.
So
And they started 0-2.
what happens
Boomer Esiason.
if Josh can't play this week? If it is determined that it's concussion,
You got to put his best friend in.
I think the Jets.
Nah, I don't know. Rodgers is banged up too.
Yeah, he was
got
limping
the-
He
all
he's
over.
bear
got the
crawled his
anchor.
way off the field yesterday with a high ankle sprain.
You might see Josh
Tell you
and
what.
Aaron just walk out of this game, or maybe not walk out. Maybe both go out on a stretcher.
If I'm Bean, I call Cleveland and I get Amari and I do whatever
Yes,
I can
I
to
couldn't
get
agree more.
Amari Cooper.
I
Amari
could
Cooper,
not
not
agree more.
Cooper.
Okay, what about
I'd rather take Amari Cooper.
They don't have
over
the cap. They don't have the
Devontae
cap space
Adams.
for Devontae.
I'll tell you this right
I'm
now.
gonna say that
Devontae
Sorry.
Adams?
Joe was
just no.
on a rampage that the Bills need Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
They can't afford him. They don't have the cap
And
space.
I think
for it.
I think
Is there a way to cut it, Matt? That you
I
could
don't know.
put
His
most
cap
of it
hit
back
the
on the
next 3
Raiders?
years is $44 million. The Raiders have to eat it. They've already said they're not going to eat
But
it.
have you ever seen Cooper ever play?
I love
for
Cooper.
Dallas.
I
Yes.
He's
love Cooper.
fantastic.
Yes.
So they're going to get him.
And much like
what's his name the Bills had for a number of years in the slot, who left Dallas
But-
too.
but
Cole.
Amari's an outside guy
Cole.
too.
Oh yeah,
Amari's an outside guy. He's one of the best route runners in football.
that's who I get.
And you probably give up a 5th rounder for him. He's only good. He's only good for this year because his contract's up, but it's only $600,000 cap hit.
Wow.
So you're getting him for next to nothing.
Yep.
If he works out, you re-sign him. He'd be perfect for Josh.
That's a perfect.
That actually is pretty good because when you think about it, probably the worst trade in NFL history is what Cleveland did to get
which
a
one?
quarterback.
Which
He
one,
walked
Bill?
off the field yesterday.
Which one, Bill?
Watson did.
He walked
Yeah.
off on 4th down. They were going
Yeah.
to call a play, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not running it."
He wouldn't play for me again. Sorry.
Why? He shouldn't. I mean, that was the worst trade. I think it's the worst trade in NFL history.
It's the Cleveland Browns.
They're like the Jets. They're the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
I know, but God,
Some teams
I
can't get out of their
thought
own
there
way.
was going to be stuff, and then it does make me wonder too if all that shit against him, all those allegations, have somehow fucked with his head.
And he
I'm
missed a year of
serious.
football. He missed a year of
Yeah, he
football.
did.
That's a lot. That's why when these guys talk about, I'm going to sit out the year. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It didn't work out
How did-
really
how
good
did it
for
go for-
Le'Veon Bell.
How about Ricky Waters? Not so good.
I
You're
don't
right.
think he sat out for a whole year, did he? Did he kind of semi-retire and come
Yeah,
back? He wasn't
yeah.
great though when he
No,
got
it
back.
wasn't great when he,
He
came
went
back.
to play baseball.
But Le'Veon Bell, he was
That's
a
right, he was
stud.
here at the
Oh,
Muck.
Remember
I
he
used
held
to
out?
love him.
Yeah, he went to the Jets and he fell apart.
Yeah, he did.
Never was the same.
Is he a fighter now or something? I thought he
think
was
so.
fighting. I think he was.
Didn't he get his
fighting.
ass kicked in the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
one?
yeah. It's not an easy
Yeah,
game.
It's
the
too bad
Jets
'cause he
are
was
in
a
the-
stud.
Are in a worse position the Bills are in. That's
Yeah.
for sure. That
Yeah.
coach is going to get fired. He's probably going to get fired soon.
And you know what? He's a good coach.
Who, Salah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a great head coach.
It's,
I don't know
It's your,
if
it's
he's
your
a
boy.
defensive
It's your
coach.
boy Nathaniel, the offensive coordinator,
Yeah, Nathaniel
know.
Hackett. He's horrible.
and he was
Nathaniel.
handpicked by
He was.
Rodgers.
By
running
Rodgers.
back.
That's his boy.
Name the last person the Jets drafted that became anything. They wreck everybody. They wreck careers.
You always wonder, right? After watch, just
Then you're
as an
seeing
example,
Geno
we could.
Smith's doing okay in
Sam
Seattle.
Right.
Darnold's an MVP candidate.
I was just gonna say, Sam Darnold to me is the greatest example of being in the right system with the right coaches.
Who's going to
That-
overpay him next year?
That kid, who's the kid they took this now with
Minnesota.
Denver, whose mom was really hot?
White.
Oh yeah.
White?
Wait, is he there?
He's in Miami, I think.
Oh, is he in Miami now?
Zach Wilson, right?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
that's
Oh, you
right.
put him on a good team.
Yeah.
If he's
I
in
will-
Miami, he should be starting. I don't
I-
think he's in Miami.
Maybe not Miami. Then.
I thought he was in Denver,
I
and
thought
I
he was still stuck with the Jets.
no
no,
Oh,
he
okay, I
got
thought
released.
he was.
So that's where I was.
Denver.
I go, if you wind up in the right system,
That's the right system, by the way.
he could be somebody that we don't. Who the fuck know? I'm just saying, if you're that good to get to that level, somebody you got it. Who knows? Did anybody see Tom Brady coming in? I just saw Tom Brady run against Tom Brady when he was at the combine, and he beat himself at 47 years old. Than he did. He was like it was like a millisecond faster. And they go, Tom, if you ran this 25 years ago, you would have gone in the. But I mean, it's just like, who knows, right? It's an impossible crapshoot with some of these guys, and I think some
Well,
of it's
the-
also the mentality.
How
of
come the
of
Jets get
person.
them all?
The Bills did for a number of years
But
too.
if you get drafted to the Jets, people don't want they don't want to go there. Just because it's New York, it's new. It doesn't mean anything. They know they see all these people and their careers just go.
It just proves that you got to have more around a team than
Yeah,
just
you
a
do.
quarterback.
right.
I mean, how many quarterbacks did the Bills go through?
Ton.
Let me
This
count
is
my
a
jerseys.
team- This is a team that traded.
New England's going to
for-
have the same problem going forward here.
that he traded for Reddick from the Eagles,
Yeah.
defensive end,
Yeah.
knowing he wanted a new contract, and the kid's holding out the whole year. And they knew this was going to happen if they didn't pay him, and they did the trade anyways. Why would they do that? You just set yourself up for failure every time. Garrett Wilson had a
Yep,
great,
yep,
great,
yep.
great time with Zach there.
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers, you can't catch a cold now.
No.
You're ruining the kid's career. Sauce Gardner, you'll ruin his career.
Jeez. All right, we'll take a moment. There was a concert yesterday, and people were in the car, and they sang like this. They were singing like that. Do you recognize that?
Did you have a microphone
No,
in lower
That's you.
that was me.
I knew it. I knew it.
That
I was
is
like,
you.
That was me.
That is you.
She might be
Not
concussed
from
in the game yesterday
last
too.
night. Not from last
Not
night.
from last night.
No, but it was on your Facebook page. We'll try to find out about that as well. But we got it. I will read you a review of the Pink Show
Okay.
from Syracuse.com.
It was
Just like just a paragraph of it.
Okay.
And we'll see if you agree with that.
all right.
We'll get to all that right after this.
Yeah, somebody's going to overpay
too much. 5 a.m. turn the radio up. Where's the rock and roll? Party crasher, penny snatcher. Call me up if you a gangster. Don't be fancy, just get dancing.
You might as well ask it happily.
That's what Laura thought she sounded like singing along with Pink yesterday, but in reality, it was more like this. Laura, this is from September 30th on your Facebook page. I don't know.
What
what
was
was that?
September 30th?
Oh,
Oh, that was a wine tour.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. It was like karaoke in a bus
Yeah,
or something.
We did. We had karaoke. My friend, her and her actually now husband, they got married this past weekend.
Yes.
They have a karaoke machine and they bring it with them everywhere.
Kind of sound like
So
the
we
Morgan
did.
twins.
So yeah, we karaokeed on the limo
How
bus.
dare you?
That was
How
great.
dare you? My God. Well, if you're going to listen to that sort of stuff, you'd have to get over to, you know where Kevin's been going every once in a while?
Where? The
Taylor
Morgan
Hill?
twins?
No, he's been going to MJ Dispensary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Kevin gets over to MJ Dispensary, gets himself a little, I don't know, something,
Happy juice?
something.
Some leaf.
Yeah, they have everything.
Do they have beverages there?
Yep.
They do.
They have beverages
them.
there, but they also have, if you're taking like pain medication or something and you've been hooked on it for a while or you're dealing with chronic pain, this stuff is natural herbs and the people there know everything
If you can't
inside
get
and
to
out.
Jabril Pepper's house, go to MJ.
MJ Dispensary. It's at 900 Jefferson Road in Henrietta in the regional market, Suite 902. They're having a Halloween party. I believe it's the 26th.
I think is what I
Yep,
saw. Yeah.
of October. So you can get out there and they'll have all kinds of great deals and stuff. You at the Pink concert.
hmm
I didn't realize how popular.
Yeah.
And because I saw all girls I went to high school with, like live in different parts of the country, all got to get together and went to the show at MetLife Stadium.
Yep.
And I'm going, oh yeah. And I thought Pink in whatever TV stuff where she does the acrobatic, where she was at the VMAs or AMAs or whatever it was
Yeah.
years ago, and I saw that and I thought, wow, she's really talented. But I'm watching like Justin Timberlake. They're saying isn't selling many tickets anymore. J-Lo shows aren't selling a lot, so I figured maybe the same thing with Pink. I'm fucking way off base
Yeah.
on this one. And then I saw this in Syracuse.com. I've seen this. The person writes, I forgive me because I didn't get the author because I think you have to pay.
Probably.
Behind a paywall, and I only saw the first paragraph. I've seen about 500 concerts in my lifetime, including dozens in Syracuse JMA Wireless Dome, formerly the Carrier Dome, and I can promise you this. Pink just gave the greatest show of all time in Dome history.
hmm
I mean, that's like saying a lot. Think about it. You've had the Stones, Paul McCartney, Billy Joel many times.
But
yes,
they changed the whole sound of the dome too.
Yeah, it used to be terrible, right?
Yeah, it sounds better. They changed the whole the
okay.
concert
Because
there.
I mean, they've had Garth Brooks, U2, Prince. I think, yeah, and
I've
probably
seen-
since Prince for sure. But even on the video you had, it sounded echoey to me.
Her voice was so powerful. It was amazing. It was an experience. I felt like this show needs to be at the Sphere, like in Vegas, because it was so awesome. And even though I got screwed over by shitty seats, like I could still
Yeah.
get that vibe.
Didn't they
But
have a TV or something? Didn't
they did. They had a screen,
So you could
but
look at the
like
screen.
But when you
There
pay
you go.
$240 to see a show,
Yeah.
I can watch it at home on TV.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't have very much choice now, do you?
you couldn't
not
like
once you're
see
there.
the stage
close
at
your eyes and listen.
all.
You couldn't see the stage at all.
You
Well,
couldn't see the stage.
yeah. I think you gave
It
me a
looks
picture. I'm
like
going to
when-
put up
When we
Yeah.
went to
from your
Maroon
seat.
5.
This is your side. Let me see if I'll do this.
Natalie said the same thing.
Yeah.
She said it was an amazing show.
It was so amazing, and I just felt sort of deflated because I thought that I had bought good seats. There I had not seen anything. I think when you feel like you're closer to the stage,
Yes,
you're
you're going to get a
That
better
does
seat.
not-
you're gonna
Let me teach you something right now about seats. Being close to the stage is worse. You
Yeah.
always try to get seats. You always try to stay over on the side and stuff like that. I refused. Actually, for Keith Urban a couple years ago, I had third row ticket. I could buy third row, or I could buy the last row in CMAC. I
Mhm.
bought the last row.
Really?
because it sounds better.
We always say that.
Oh.
At CMAC,
Yeah, it sounds better
under the shell.
under the shell.
Yeah.
You're at
Yeah.
the level of the
You
whole
are,
speakers.
yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
under
Right.
them.
I agree. I always take the last row, CMAC.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's what people. The misconception.
I
of
always
concerts
sat
are.
mid. I always sat more mid. But
It's
I,
okay.
The mid's good
It's
though.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually where I try it if
But
I
you,
could.
but you sit, you sit in you get as close as you want. That necessarily doesn't mean you're going
Right.
to see.
Sometimes you're almost in front of the
It
speaker.
doesn't mean
Right.
doesn't mean you're going to see it. Doesn't mean you're going to have good sound. I mean,
Right.
it's just it's tough. I mean, it's especially that place.
But 225. I maybe I'm cheap and I'm not realizing how much tickets are anymore. But that just seems like you would not have an obstructed view, doesn't it? Or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
I am.
You're
In
right.
In my eyes,
Well,
you should.
And,
I
and
mean,
that's-
right? No,
I know.
no.
I-
And you
Wouldn't it
should-
something?
No, you should.
And why
but
aren't they doing shows in the round there?
you
Why
should-
not?
Well, at least Metallica, I know definitely. is.
Yeah, Like is, but I don't think Billy
I don't
Joel
think he-
is.
I don't think so either.
I don't feel like
That's
it. No, he's not because,
No.
like I said, I got tickets for him
that,
as
yeah.
a surprise. And when I was on the phone with
Well, not anymore.
Ticketmaster today, my mom doesn't listen.
Okay,
We
Oh wow.
So, well, look,
No wonder you're not on Mondays very often.
don't need my mom to listen to this. Come on.
That might be true, actually.
She listens the other days when Laura's not on.
Yeah.
so
Good
But,
point. Good point.
So when I was on the phone with them today, they said that those tickets will not be obstructed because I had already bought them in the exact same section that I sat
so
in
why were
last night.
what was obstructing in yours?
The side of the stage, it was built up
Oh,
so
I gotcha.
high because of her theatrics and because it is more of a performance and her aerial arts, but you couldn't see it. But we weren't even on the very last section.
Is it possible they don't know until it's like all set up and they go, oh, shit?
I bet
But
that's
that-
sure.
and that's what I
I really wonder
Absolutely
that.
it is.
So then whose fault is that to not do the whole,
Because
the
then
scouting better?
Well, I went down a rabbit hole last night on the drive home and I started looking at tickets for her shows at upcoming places.
Yeah.
And there are still tickets that are behind to the side of the stage that are just as expensive. And it doesn't even say obstructed view. So they're selling these tickets. How are people
So,
supposed
so
to know?
you wouldn't know. You would have no
No.
idea.
But is it possible that arena has the seats higher?
Yeah.
I don't know because I just think it's how her stage is built because it was blockaded. So even people who I know who were a little farther more towards the middle, they still couldn't even see the whole stage. Like it was
So-
just very domed
That's terrible.
off.
Mark, who do you think is? I mean, is there anything anybody can do about that? Is it just kind of like, well,
No,
shit out of
because
luck this time?
$225 is $60 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like 225.
I don't know.
Is-
The tickets that Natalie bought were $245, and then the Billy Joel ones were $245, and they're great seats.
Mhm.
My Billy Joel's, I think, were 145.
My Metallica.
Mine were $225 again.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's like how
And yours are like what, $15
So
more
we're
or
in section
20 more?
120, she said.
and I
Yeah.
totally would have paid more had I known that
Oh,
we
sure,
weren't going
sure.
to get this view.
You just don't know.
Because after buying, I bought 5
What would you do?
tickets.
Because you're like concert. Honestly, you're a concert guy.
I would have went and found another. I would have went over and found another spot.
Just sat down.
No,
until they
I would
kicked
no.
out.
I would have stayed. I would have went up. I would have gone somewhere where
Yes.
I could just stand. Where I could just stand.
But there were
That's-
5 of us.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with that?
That's why. That's why I
And
only
you
go.
know
with,
what? It's a whole pack of hens. They're all Jeff,
my
God.
you know. they're all
Nobody probably
bitches.
cared
Put the
either.
wall higher up for these bitches.
And like my sister and my mom and my nieces, I felt so bad. It was my niece's 15th birthday.
Oh, man.
Today
Oh,
is
I didn't
my
realize it was your
sister's
family. I
birthday.
thought you were
You are
the
such
No.
a goddamn
And
disappointment.
I was in charge of buying all the tickets. Like these were tickets that I had gotten my mom
Oh.
for her 70th birthday. And
Yeah.
then, my sister and my 2 nieces.
That's kind of cool. The pink span. I forget too. The pink's been around since what? 01?
She had
Yeah.
said like one
Yeah.
of her songs,
It's 25 years. Basically,
she had
there,
said, yeah,
more or
she
less.
it's old enough to drink, and it was like the one where she compares herself to Britney Spears
Yeah.
and everything. And it is my mom who's 70 loves her. My niece who's 15 was singing along. Like she's definitely
Yeah, she's really transcended, and she's
Yeah.
pretty motivating for people. I think
amazing.
I would say a positive.
role model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
'cause
if we're
she
looking at it that
talked
way.
in between her songs about like, just being true to yourself and
Yeah.
you can be a little bit of everything. You can be a little sweet and tough and
She's worn her heart on her sleeve too. With that song about how much she like loved and hated her old man at the same time, and then they broke up. And
yeah, her
She
and
takes-
her,
did her-
husband have taken breaks and everything, but
open marriage.
and she's so no, I don't believe that. But she is so strong to have her sing her vocals and like her range to say perfect while she's flipping up and down in the air.
Well, I saw what she
It's
does.
insane.
I think I saw on CBS Sunday Morning, they did an interview with her months ago.
Mhm.
Somebody stands on her sternum and she sings. Like somebody
Oh, to
stands
practice?
on her to practice all that
Mhm.
stuff.
I
Like,
mean, Natalie basically said she ran from the time she got on stage to the time she got off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ran,
so-
ran.
how can, right? And we don't think of like the work that she's putting in, and she busts her ass.
Oh, I
man.
mean, I think it was very, very visible there.
Yeah.
Like, but she would just so
Except for you guys.
relatable.
Wasn't visible at all to you. Boy, she was audio though.
It was visible through the binoculars.
I was looking at the TV screen.
Yeah.
Only
I
people
know,
I know
I
that
hate-
got binoculars and were 6th row.
Oh my god.
Mark on fire. I love it. What?
Nothing.
Oh, you're
You
looking
know,
at me
he's
like,
supposed to be late starting this week. You
Yeah,
should
yeah,
tell him,
yeah.
make sure he's
Oh.
late next week.
No. he didn't get his
He's
doctor's
dishing out
note in.
when we start shooting him down a little while. Fucking guys mean to me.
Wasn't it
Well,
Laura?
because you talk shit. And if anybody would talk shit to you, you'd go home and cry.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
He might sulk.
Bill talks
So,
shit to him all the time.
I know.
I'm
And he
not the
goes,
one with the drive the crybaby home the one
and he
week.
goes home.
Oh.
Right. Oh, what about the time when you were calling? You had to call and say, "Oh, I'm not working for Bill anymore. I got fired." Remember that? I do.
Yeah, but it's a joke. I don't
was
know.
not a-
I
that
don't
was
know.
not a
I don't
joke.
know. I don't remember.
Oh,
I
boy.
do remember that.
Gloves
I
are
do
coming
remember
off
that.
now.
I
I
do
know.
remember
I
that.
was like, this
I
is
just
turning into.
Me fucking
Fuck
with you guys.
pink.
Hey, I was gonna say I got front row for tickets
Yeah.
for this
You got
shit.
good
But it's
seats for this
I
one.
think would be better.
Microphone.
Mark.
What about just real quick, just to change things here, because this involved Laura as well. You were supposed to start another job
Today. Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
right? Okay, and you can't because the doctors
I
know.
dropped it off.
Yes, they
Last-
didn't fill out.
last
Now they're
Monday.
making you come in,
Now they're making me come in.
and they didn't tell you this ahead of time.
No, I called them on Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
What happened?
What's going on?
I couldn't. I had to get fingerprints done, and I had to do a 5-hour course, and I had to get my doctor's note. Now, which one out of those 3 sound the easiest? Getting the
Doctor's
doctor's
note,
note.
Yeah, easy.
Right.
Right. Usually, doctor just fills it out, come
I
pick it
went-
up, or they email it back, or
I
whatever.
called them on Friday. I'm like, "Can you just do
Yeah.
it and fax, and fax it over,
Yeah.
over to the school?" And they were like, they're like, "Well, he still hasn't filled it out." I'm like, what the? So my plan was to go there this afternoon.
Yeah.
And I don't
And
know what I
just
was going
wait.
to do. Yeah,
just
sit
wait.
there and wait. They called me early and they said that he wouldn't fill it out till I made an appointment. So I have to go tomorrow at 9:30. So I have
What
to
a
leave.
dick.
I have
Isn't
to
that a
leave-
dick move? I
have
feel
to
like
leave
it's a
school.
dick move, and I bet you're
They-
billed for that.
They knew.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
It's a
I mean,
I don't-
sure, because you're taking space for him to see somebody else to fill out paperwork.
It's not even paperwork. It's the nurse practitioner can do it. And all he has to do is look at it and sign it. And he did it 2 years ago when I first started in the district.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
What does
That
the
doctor-
doctor's note need to even
It's not a
state?
doctor's note. It's just to say. It's just to
So he's not gonna have a heart attack in front of the kids.
yeah. Say I'm not going to drop that in front of the kids.
No, it's really. I'm
pretty
kidding.
much.
No
Pretty
wonder he
much.
wants to see you.
Which doesn't make sense because you can't
I was
predict it
kidding.
anyways.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say, how do you know
It was.
that?
It was. It's just. It's some. He did it 2 years ago when I started district, and
I mean, how's he going
Nothing's
to predict a
changed.
heart attack, though?
no, I'm just.
I mean, if
I'm
it's
just kidding.
psychological, I can
It's
see
just
it.
everything is like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he found something.
I don't know. Maybe, I hope
No.
so.
No.
No, this doctor's
I
an
hope
asshole,
so.
though. He makes him go in to redo the meds. He won't just do a refill for him.
Yeah.
He runs him through the fucking ringer.
Well, that's what it
I've been
should
seeing
do
that for
though.
years.
That's what
And
it
the
should
problem,
do.
and the problem
Well-
is you can't get a new doctor because any doctor's accepting. When I was
Yeah.
at my doctor the
He's a
last
good-
time I was there, it was probably February. They're like, yeah, our earliest consult for a new patient is March of 2025.
Yeah, if I don't,
Holy
if
shit.
I don't see him, and he won't fill my scripts
Yeah,
until I
he
make
wants
an
to talk.
appointment.
He wants to talk to you
And I guess that's a good thing in a way.
in certain ways.
Make
sure
Certain
it's
to
working
in
and
certain, but I mean,
Inconvenience.
how much is your shit going to change in what are your 3 months? You get a 3 month supply
Yeah, 3
or
months.
90-day, whatever. 90-day. I'm with Matt on that.
Could they
one.
do it?
Even if he
Could
does
they
it
do it
temporary.
Do
telemed?
it twice. I mean, see it
Yeah.
twice a year
No.
for a tune-up.
Yeah.
Could you have done like a telemed tomorrow for it? instead of having to go in there.
No,
No, he's got to get the.
he wants to see me.
and
He
then-
wants to put his finger in your ass. That's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
basically.
He wants to put you on a scale and say, Mark, you gained
No.
a few pounds.
He
That's it. You're gonna drop dead in front of these kids.
no. I never had a doctor that didn't get mad at me for getting heavier. He just wants to make sure I don't lose my fucking mind. He'd rather have me heavy and happy than skinny and freaking out,
Yeah.
and out of my mind. Too many doctors don't say that.
Oh, I can understand that.
Right.
I can actually understand
So
why somebody
hopefully-
is mentally healthy.
so
It's just-
hopefully
Hopefully he,
I start
doesn't,
on
hopefully he
Wednesday.
doesn't listen to the first
Well,
thing where they show how you were mad at McDermott.
no, but the bad part. Here's the thing that I think sucks is like to me, you've changed everything, right? You personally have changed. You've taken on a job. You were started out on the bus. You've ascended. You're doing better and better and better. This is another opportunity, and it's like these little fucking hurdles that get in the
something
way.
like that. The 5-hour course is what I was worried about. You take a 5-hour course, you take a test. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, this might take me
Yeah, but
five, 6 times.
that test has got to be
I'd be
so
with you on that
common
one.
sense.
Wait, can
it's a
it
5-hour
really
course
was.
about
What is it?
don't
What?
touch kids,
The 5-hour course
don't do
about-
drugs, don't do this.
It was about
If they find white powder in
bad
your
eggs.
wallet,
If you
don't
see-
do a real
see
real
something, say
pepper.
something.
Yeah.
What, but give us an example of one of the questions, can you?
Oh, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Like one of the things that they would say?
Marianne took the test.
It is okay to hug a kid, true or false?
That's
Which could
Probably
go either
false.
way.
that's a tough one.
Right.
Yeah, that is a
Okay,
tough one.
so here's an interesting thing. Saturday, I do an interview with the female boxer, Algeria Johnson, right? And Algeria was went and tried out for the Olympics, and we were talking all this stuff. When she came in with her little sister, and I didn't know whether to go in for like the friendly hug because she was coming again. So I put up my hand and shook her hand. And then when she was leaving, it was like this awkward moment. I just stood there with my hands in my side. I don't know what to do anymore.
How old was the girl?
She's 23.
No.
Oh, the little girl,
sister.
I wouldn't have touched. She was 14. I'm talking about
Algeria.
Yes,
okay.
but you're the white devil, so
it doesn't matter that I just go, I never know anymore what's right. Cause I always think like that's socially acceptable. Some people this, some people that. I'm not a big toucher, big hugger,
Yeah.
but she started to lean that way. And I thought, I don't know what to do here.
Mark hates it, but just always go Ari Gold. You want to hug it out, bitch? Let's hug it out.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
love the
I think
character,
a handshake is fine, or even the like, "Hey, how you been?"
Yeah.
But I don't force my kids to hug
Do.
everybody.
Also, don't
No,
put
you
your
should.
fist up and say "fist me." That's not a good one either.
That's not, oh,
No,
Jesus.
say fist me. And I don't think anybody says fist.
It's like
me.
during COVID, all of a
Yeah.
sudden nobody was shaking hands, but you
Right.
could fist bump.
Yeah.
Fist bump.
So now it's like, I don't know what the fuck you do.
Kids
now.
always fist bump.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll have clients that the first day they meet me, they hug me.
Yeah, because you're coming in and you're going to learn more about them,
Yeah.
organizing them than probably their spouse knows.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Here's my thing. If a kid wants to come up and wants, because they probably aren't getting it at home.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like I'm not going to struggle. You know what I mean? I did that on the bus. I didn't like. I was.
You're
kinda
not
like that.
initiating it.
No,
But
no.
just make sure there's another teacher around.
No, right. Kids come up all the time. I mean, you're working with them all the time, and they, sometimes
Yeah.
want to come up and give a hug. That's
Right.
just the way it is. And like it's, I'm not going to all of a sudden be like, oh no, and then they probably get that at home. So it's like,
I think at the school setting, it's different.
It-
Like, little kids are, around, they love their teachers and
Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
they see. So they're running up and hugging them. My one son's kindergarten teacher, she had told him, younger one who has
Stop
like
fucking
the
punching kids.
attachment issues. Yes. But in the beginning,
saw
of
your mom.
kindergarten-
I saw your mom at a bar downtown with a 23-year-old. Did you know that?
but I mean,
That's
I
why he's
probably
punching
did
kids.
see the teacher.
yeah, he was my
What? No.
Well,
he was my
yeah.
student.
Sound
But she would let Cam come up and like hug her leg whenever he missed me. Like that was his thing because
gotcha.
he had a hard
Yeah.
time being away from
Humping
me.
the laser.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that was fun. You got a little heated in there, buddy. I love it.
Oh, sorry.
No, I liked it. Kevin, gloves off,
Two of them
whole
are
thing.
going to
Well,
rest.
you. Blah, blah.
Sometimes you just have to do that.
All right,
20
well,
bucks on
He's like
three.
an old broad though. He's got to just keep digging shit up from the
Yeah, 20
past.
bucks, they both fall down
But
without
he's
touching
like-
each other.
He's like the bully that has to keep talking about it and keep making it go bad.
Danny.
We'll take a moment.
I'll take a compliment out of
Oh,
Who would I rather be, Danny? Or would I rather be you?
I have a hell of a lot of fun.
That is true. that is true. I can't take that. I'm not
I mean,
gonna
is
make
Danny
that
invited
Danny didn't
to
eat
Greg's
for 3
house?
months.
That's what I want to know.
Danny's
Danny's
invited.
invited,
He
yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah,
He doesn't always go.
Oh.
He doesn't always go, but he is invited. What did you find out
We
that,
love Daddy.
that time you snooped? What'd you find that time you snooped? And I know you snooped, motherfucker. I know you did.
God.
You know you did.
God.
We want to know what Laura's kids have found snooping.
I know.
I want to know what Laura's found snooping in people, not snooping, but just on her,
Oh, yeah.
just in regular. I mean, you got to find. You must have uncovered affairs in a way.
Oh, I've been told about them.
Yeah, we'll get to all that right after this.
I'd rather
2 openers?
She did. The first one was The Script,
Yes.
who I didn't even know that I knew any of their songs.
Yeah, they were
But then I did.
really 2000-ish, right?
Yeah. And then Sheryl Crow, and I loved her growing up. So.
Damn, Sheryl Crow is the second opener.
Yeah. I was saying she's
pretty damn good,
62 and so amazing.
She
So.
sound good still.
This is, you know who the song's about? This is Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
Who's this about?
Oh, no, I don't.
It's called My Favorite Mistake.
Lance Armstrong.
It is not Lance Armstrong.
Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
John
I
Mayer.
know that
Eric
she was
Clapton.
with Eric Clapton.
Yeah, she's with Eric Clapton. That's
I
right.
didn't know that this was
Slutty former kindergarten teacher. I remember she came in to radio station and she looked great
Mhm.
in person. And this was after the Lance Armstrong stuff. And it just sounded
Beckle.
yeah, it just sounded like that was kind of a ugly thing. She just was doing more country stuff at the time, I guess.
Mhm.
And so she was going more country and doing that sort of thing. And that was her big push. So she was doing a tour of country radio stations and she came by and there was a
Oh.
country station in the building. And so she played a small intimate concert for like 20 people.
That's
It
amazing.
was her acoustic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. It was really cool.
My favorite quote that she said last night was, I'm 62. I've been engaged 3 times, married 0 times, and I still have all my money.
Yeah, okay. Somebody write that down.
I know.
Write that down. That might be needed. I
Should
don't
be
know.
part of the education
Yeah,
system.
I think so. Put it in there, please. Somewhere along the line. In honor of Lord today, I there's a guy named Jonah Falcon. Jonah Falcon allegedly has the largest penis.
Oh dear.
Is this why you got so excited?
Well, we started talking about him the last week when I was on.
Oh, damn.
So-
all right.
And
so
then
Jonah-
I talked about him a lot the past
Oh,
week to
Jesus.
everybody.
Wait, you talked about him a lot?
Oh my God, I've been telling all my friends.
Poor
I've
Joe.
been showing pictures.
This guy's got
Joe-
more hits on his website in the last week than he's had in the last 2 years.
Can you pull it up on your phone and show Matt just because it's close?
Yeah.
Joe's
Not
like,
that-
I can't figure out why we're not having sex anymore.
And then you need hashtag save favorites.
No, I showed Joe, and he's like, "What would you have even been able to fit in?" And we had a whole talk about it.
Yeah.
too.
The guy has a 13 inches
Oh,
erect.
Jesus.
Right. And wait till you see this guy. He's 54 years old. So I call him and he answers today.
Well.
And he goes,
He sounds like this or he sounds like this.
he goes, hi, this is Jonah. And I said, hey, Jonah, who's this?
Wow.
Anyway, I explained who I am. He goes, you're going to have to email my people. Well, his people is his name, the year he was born at gmail.com.
Oh, my God.
So I emailed him. I did. And I got a response back. I will respond to this later this evening.
You emailed his dong.
Yeah, but you wait till you
Far
see
away.
Trying to find like the better picture.
But this. It's like, who knows? Who knows what you would?
You know, as I had a buddy that his best friend had 12-inch cock.
That's really
And he
No.
said he hated it. He
yes.
couldn't have sex with
Yes.
anybody.
I would
Nobody
think-
could take it.
This guy would never be able to get a
Yep.
full blowjob.
I think this guy may sit on it. You know what I mean?
He'll make some money on it. You know,
Ye-
maybe some porn.
Maybe.
But
Right.
this guy said it was terrible. No
Yeah.
girl could take it. No
Right.
good blowjobs. Nobody. They'd look at it and say, "Fuck no."
Yeah. That's right, man. I'll stay with my little.
I don't wanna
Artist
touch
meeting all
it.
day long,
Something to
baby.
be said about that 2 inches.
Woo! That's right. It's just so.
It grows to 3.5.
It
We're
would-
good.
it just would be funny to like talk to him about those things because I think that
Yeah.
guys originally like everybody when you were a kid especially looking sideways in the locker room going where am I stacking up in life and you see this and you go
I'm fucked.
yeah I mean
But you know,
But he's
in
not
the long-
fucked.
No.
well
But
that's
you're
the
thinking,
thing
you know, as
we're
another guy,
thinking
you're
as a
thinking,
guy you're going man I'm there's no way every
We've
chick in
lost
the world's
Laura.
gonna
There's a better. I know.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
you're a freak show
I
it's
literally
basically
was showing people at the gym the next day. I was like, guys, you have to.
well, yeah you could do pull-ups on
And
it
then some of my guy friends,
That's some
some of my guy
exercise. for
friends
you.
at the gym were making me guess. They're like, how big do you think I am?
Ay, 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 ay. See now, you can do
Jesus
that in 2024 and not get kicked out of the gym.
That was
That's
probably the
amazing.
video
Look, they're
Mark,
like my
Mark
friend.
had to watch.
Yeah.
Did you
Mark,
guess any right?
Don't do this.
I think I did.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
got
you
it.
You, don't-
think
you
you
didn't
did?
get velvet? Oh, I guess you never mind.
Were you able to confirm with anybody?
No.
What do you mean know of?
Well,
There's got to be somebody there that knew for sure.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I guessed one of them, and he was like, "Yeah, I think you're right."
He said it.
Well, because
Yeah.
you said
Oh.
7 inches.
No.
Oh, bigger.
She said 9.
She definitely had on her face. It was much bigger.
And he goes, "Yeah, that's
Plead the
right."
fifth.
You're close, a little bit bigger. It's well, I reached out to that guy and we'll see if he'll come on. And then also in honor of you, because Kevin sent me, what was it, the Passion Rochester? It's basically like the swingers group of Rochester.
Oh yes.
So I emailed them and they got kicked back. It's like they haven't updated their website in a year. But then there's all these links to these different ones like free lifestyles. And so somebody in Syracuse may come on and talk about the swinger lifestyle.
There
And
is
They had
Awesome.
shitty seats of pink too, so I feel bad.
Yeah, but they didn't mind.
They were actually the one on
was
the
obstructed
swing
by somebody else's
upstairs.
ass.
I know that there's apps that you can like do for open relationships. and
Yes, but
things
Bill's
like
a
that.
14-year-old at home now. You can't be getting in those.
Wait a
apps.
second.
You talk about he's
Oh,
on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's on the dark web. He's on
Swinging,
everything.
Nothing's happening.
No, not you.
You can't helicopter an inch and a half.
Sorry, I forgot somebody listens to the show.
Oh boy. What is the what are the apps?
I don't know the
So,
name.
like,
I can't think of
I
the
don't
name
know.
of it.
There's apps, but I don't.
She's
know
like,
what
I don't
they
know.
are.
Let,
like-
let me look
it's-
at my phone real quick.
It is it's on like a podcast I listened to in the past, and it was like the developer of this app was on, and they were talking.
I would
about,
ask somebody else in the room, but I don't want to embarrass them. So
and like
if they know.
it was very
Matt.
much like
No, not me.
you could search that you are a lesbian couple looking for another lesbian couple. Like there's so many options to choose. It's not like man looking for a man or just
Oh.
a woman looking for a man. Like it was, you could sort of create your own.
Just
Wow.
choose your own adventure. like
Yeah,
those
yes,
books back in the
yes. Like a
yeah,
choose your
it
own
is choose
adventure.
your own adventure, man.
day. You want two lesbians? Turn to page 26. You
Well-
want to just see boobs?
But some of the
44.
some of the people involved in that stuff not the most attractive.
See, they go
Well,
back to the King Club.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say you saw the King Club people.
I did, and they're not. You know,
Most disappointing thing ever.
it
That's
is
what I
because
think that's where, even though I have this fascination, I think if I walked in and it was all ugly people
Yeah.
who
What are you gonna do?
without
Walk
that,
out? You
yeah,
look
I
like
would
an
just be
asshole.
like, nope, this is not. This
It's
is
not.
why I
It's,
sort of want
it's,
to.
it's not even the visual. It's just. It's honestly the smell.
oh, I
Oh.
was just gonna say
It's the
See,
smell.
that's why I want to leave it a fantasy, so like it doesn't get ruined for me.
So you and Joe just talk about it?
no,
Oh, he knows that I talk about it all the
she,
time.
she does just fantasize.
I meant you talk about it.
Well, he has like no interest, but he
Alright.
knows that I'm. He's like, yeah, you do you.
It's not good.
Joe sometimes.
Do you
Tim-
tell Joe that you want to be with another woman
No,
another
I have no
couple.
interest in that.
or another guy?
No, I don't even really want to. It's just like a curiosity.
Joe sometimes has to play Tim. Sometimes has to play Steve while she's swapping.
So
Mark, what do you say about this?
What is the curiosity?
Like I'm just so interested in the swinging
It's research.
lifestyle.
Research.
So you just
and,
want to talk
like,
to swingers?
I want to go to a party and just witness. Like
Yeah. They do.
You
people
better not
do
go.
that.
yes, that's why. But
They don't really like
the
that.
thing
What
is-
did you say?
She better not.
It
go.
depends on the
it's
group.
not-
That's what I say
Phyllis,
because
Some
I-
groups are.
I
She
said to her,
walks-
she goes.
She walks in there looking like this,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
blonde hair,
They'll be
and
all
she's
over
pretty.
her,
And
yeah.
oh man, they won't leave her alone.
But see, like
He's right.
Bill was like, you're gonna walk in and you'd be way too turned on, and you'd want to like go.
Yeah,
and
I
sleep
think
with
you'd
someone.
also-
I don't
And
think you
I'm
would
like,
be turned on. I
I
think
don't
you'd
But
leave.
that's
not
the
if,
thing is
not
that-
if some of those people.
See, and that's
You're
the
gonna be
other
turned
thing.
off.
It's-
or it's gonna.
You're
ruin
right,
it.
it's gonna
Not
ruin it for
great.
you.
It's that. It stinks.
Yeah.
Then you got to figure out something else to masturbate
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
They used to have conventions downtown.
Oh,
Yeah, the old Hyatt or something.
no,
no,
they used to do them in
Is it the
what,
Riverside?
across from what cross
Was
from
it-
Auditorium Theater. What's it called? The one that's closed now.
Oh,
the Armory?
the Armory. The
We,
Armory.
had it, we went to one at the Armory for
Really?
CMF.
They
yeah.
did stuff, and they used to have like tattoo and kink convention sort of together. And Kevin's not wrong. You would see people walking around in like assless chaps, and sometimes a boob popped out or whatever. And the smell,
Oh,
yeah, it was
see,
A lot of
it was
times
a little
they're-
gamey. It was a little gamey in there.
When
A
I
little bit.
had it at the hotel I worked at, they
Oh, I
were
forgot.
They were just right in the freaking ballroom doing whatever they wanted to do.
See, cleanliness.
did
is
you
a huge
walk
thing
in?
for me.
I pulled my young bartender out because I didn't want a fucking lawsuit. I ended up having to bartend the rest of the night.
He just wanted to make sure they weren't going to get a lawsuit. I better watch over this party. A lot of tits and ass
You
in
want
there.
a blowjob shot?
Yeah.
Hey man,
Hey,
I'm
honey,
really
how,
dehydrated.
how horny are you, honey?
There wasn't
Oh,
a
you-
thing in there that interested me at all. They were all
That's how I used to feel about the Cake
Horrific.
Club.
Wow, I forgot that you had that at the hotel.
There was that. Oh God, what was the?
Was it a whole convent? Did they rent out a whole floor?
yeah. The stupid manager of the events gave them the fucking third floor, so now they got to trample all through the hotel.
Yeah.
And there's
They're in the
other just
elevator.
regular people there,
Right.
hockey tournaments and shit.
Did you happen to watch the show Sex Life?
Occasionally
Okay.
on HBO, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they had like a orgy scene, and it's like all beautiful, wealthy
Yes,
people,
yes.
and,
Yeah.
you know, in Westchester or wherever.
Yeah.
It's like
And
porn.
it's like that is that
There are parts of
whole
Pittsburgh.
thought turns me on.
Yeah.
Like that does, but I know that that's not what it would really
No.
be like. That's just
Especially
TV.
around here.
yeah.
I feel like that could be a Webster Tuesday night.
I don't know. Like I am curious with you. Is there people that try to keep it really on the down low?
I
It
don't
seems
know.
like the people that are open about this and talk about it and go to these things and are open about going to them are the less attractive people.
But like the one, our friend who has that crazy friend
Yep.
who was on here. I don't know what you called her, but she knows that like we have a curiosity. So I feel like if there really was, she's going to be involved and she would tell us about it.
Mm.
So that's why it's
I've heard she has tried to tell people about it. I've heard that she's tried to tell some people about it, but nobody
she's
wants-
tried to get other girls to do what she does, and I have no interest in that.
No, you
don't
don't
wanna
want
be a
to do.
hooker.
You don't want to do that, but that's.
You got to make some money somehow. And sometimes the organizing business is a little slow.
I think you're all disgusting. I'm really offended by this.
No, you're not offended at all. But have you ever discovered, like, did you ever notice when you were cleaning something out or helping people organize, was there anybody that was into swinging in a way?
I have literally seen a sex swing
Yeah.
from a couple.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything. I've seen so
I don't
many
know what
sex
you would
toys.
what you would see that would
But
indicate
yeah, I don't think
swinger.
I see anything
You're not
that
gonna see anything that's going to indicate
has-
swing.
yeah,
just
Right.
swinging
sex thing,
or
you know.
open marriage.
All of a sudden, the bed's got the straps on it and stuff like that.
What are you
yeah.
looking for? I mean, what
That's just it. I don't know. I was wondering, like, if there was like
a dungeon?
a thank you note. Hey, Bob and Sue.
Hey, can you go?
Thanks
Go
so
or-
much.
Can you go
Thank you
organize
note?
the dungeon?
Thank you note. That's what you're going
Thanks for the gift card for the shampooing of the carpets.
Here's why.
By the way, here's a bottle of something to clean
Sorry
up
for
with.
the stain I
Yeah.
left on your
Oh my
couch.
God.
Like I can't, there's fluids
Signed 8x10 picture of Diddy.
because there was somebody that wrote on what was it, Rochester Erotica or something, whatever the website was. Somebody wrote it saying, and I think it was Bob and Sue. Hey, thanks, Cheryl and Tom. This is Bob and Sue. We had a great time last weekend.
Oh my God.
And it was all these like that's why I thought thank
That's
you though.
hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah. And was it Rochester Erotica? I forget what it was. You looked it up and emailed it to me, and I was trying to find those people. And I thought, man, if I got one of them in sometime when Laura's on as a surprise.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I do feel like somebody was talking to me, but I can't think of who it was. And like I was realizing that their husband was a cuckold, like, or was into that.
Forbidden pleasures.
Forbidden pleasures. That's right.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That they
How did you know? How did you?
Do you know what that is, Bill?
It's where the guy sits and watches his wife get railed by somebody else.
Yeah, but there's like
Oh, wait.
there's like I never
You
no.
give me my PhD.
No.
Let me go to the PhD of cuckolds. No, tell me seriously.
I think it's more like of a humiliation thing than it is anything.
Like the guy likes.
Some is.
The guy like the girl.
So she would say that you can't fuck me like
no,
this.
she
while
goes,
she's
"You're
getting-
pathetic. I have to bring
You're
this guy
small."
there."
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
See, I know that she would, I can't think of who it was. She would go out and sleep with other people. He didn't watch. He just wanted to hear
the
about
stories
it
when he came back.
afterwards.
Yeah, but I see now. I've heard of that.
Mhm.
I've read about that in different scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been
Wow.
trying to find, I've done more research on this than I ever thought I would do ever in my life. And it was all because I thought it would be funny to see your reaction
Imagine if,
and what
like,
questions you have.
Joe came up behind me and he sees me like Googling Rochester Swingers Clubs.
Oh,
like,
man. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be really weird?
Yeah.
But then he'd also be like, yeah.
But what if
Imagine we get a couple of swingers in here and they fucking know her.
No,
Oh, hey, Laura.
I mean, people know.
Thanks for
me, but
organizing their
it's-
house.
Hey, Lori, you left this last time you were
Oh,
over.
God.
TSA on Tuesday night.
Oh,
Don't think it doesn't happen
Yeah.
a lot in Webster, right?
Oh, I see. Now Fairport supposedly has like a whole neighborhood of swingers.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I want to know what neighborhood so I can see if I've worked in any houses in that neighborhood.
Bills.
She's just gonna drive around the neighborhood.
No, I know.
Flyers in their door.
I thought.
Guys need free
Please, my
organizing.
headshot.
Oh
I
man,
thought his.
hey, that might be
Organize your panty
dangerous.
drawer.
I
Yeah. Any
thought.
toys you
but-
need organized?
Yeah. Do you ever leave a job and feel like you need to go home and take a really hot shower?
Almost.
I, was
I
gonna say
mean,
probably a lot.
I would say at least once a week.
Really?
Like, do I truly leave a gross job?
Did you ever leave a job and really have to go home and take a really cold shower?
No.
the what's going on with the hoarders?
I was supposed to be at the Hoarder today, and actually, she canceled last night. And I was so thankful because I got 3 hours of sleep after the Pink concert. So
God, yeah. How much sleep did you get after that?
I didn't go to sleep till 3:30. I was up at 7:30, so about 4 hours.
To drive
Yeah.
back? You stayed there.
No, I let the boys sleep in a little bit. Yeah, we stayed. We left at 10.
Oh, but you were up at 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? Matt was at the game last night that I didn't think was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then I thought the Steelers at this point were going to win. And then you realize how hard it is to win in the NFL, win on the road in the NFL. And some stadiums are just more rabid than others. And the Steelers have
That
just been.
stadium is insane.
Yeah. And how are they to Dallas fans?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. they're great.
Pittsburgh is a very,
yeah.
yeah.
They are voted number one place for a visiting team to go every year.
Really?
Yeah. They're very blue collar, very
Yeah.
down to earth. No one gives you any shit. It's night and day next to going to a Raiders game or a Bills game
Bills
or anything
game.
like that.
Yeah. So the rain, though, looked like bad.
It was
and,
bad.
and they were showing. And then I just saw it coming down the steps, pouring down. And I go, you stayed in the state? You didn't leave?
We stayed in the stadium because we were up top. So we purposely bought them that high so we'd stay dry. So, but by the end, we were getting hit by a little bit of rain, but not enough to move.
Okay. And
'Cause
then
once you went down, you had to wait to get back up. And
were they giving you any indication
Nope.
what was happening? They didn't.
Nope.
No. But it was what, 90 minutes? Was it
it
90
was 90
Mhm.
minutes.
Yeah. So what time did the game to get over? Because I
Just
didn't
after
stay up.
one.
Jesus.
Said I was driving home from Syracuse listening to the game, and I was like, this
Yeah.
is insane.
Dak is the only quarterback to throw a touchdown in the same game, but 2 different days. So he threw it
Oh,
on Sunday
yeah.
and he threw it on Monday.
Oh, that is cool. That's
Yep.
all
That was
right.
a stat that
That's
came up
never
on the
happened.
phone today.
It's never happened on Monday Night Football.
Isn't that
back
crazy?
in the
Has
day.
it?
I don't think they've
Monday
ever.
Night Football used to be on at 9. And
Yeah.
sometimes it would end at 1.
Somehow
Someone
no
didn't
one-
throw a
no
touchdown.
quarterback's ever done it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Monday Night Football did start at 9.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it didn't really start till 9:15.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Which I always thought was terrible
always
because
get
how are
around
you going to
12,
get kids?
12:30.
Yeah, right. It was fine if you were West Coast because there was a 6:15.
It's
kickoff.
bad enough now at 8:20.
Yeah,
I know.
East Coast, West Coast game.
yeah.
That's it.
I know.
First.
You've been saying that. I think it's a pretty smart thing.
Brilliant.
All right, we'll take a moment. We've got a theme that tune that Kevin's put together, all in favor of Mark. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll get to that right after this.
What would I do without? What would I do without you? Come on. What would I do without you?
Probably everybody knows the song, but didn't know it was the script. Right. They're gonna make a shit ton of money off this song, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like everywhere.
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
How do they sound?
Just praying to a God that I
They
don't
sounded
believe
fine.
in.
It
But-
wasn't like energetic.
Couldn't see him.
And we couldn't really
So
see
how'd they
him
look?
because yeah, deep on the stage. He looked older. He looked aged.
He's a swinger.
I don't know. Bet a lot of these fucking men
He looked
are.
like a sound guy in jorts. I don't know.
Well, I'm wide awake, she's no trouble sleeping.
It's only trained.
Oh, yeah, they do a lot. I just got a text from your friend looking for tickets for a Bills game, trying to get into a suite.
Who?
Right.
Oh, I know.
Trying to get into a suite?
Yeah,
Into Greg.
yeah,
Greg doesn't have a suite. That's the common misconception.
I
Greg
know.
doesn't have a suite.
that is true. That is true.
What's he in the Kelly Club?
No.
M&T, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
M&T.
shit! Oh yeah,
What?
he's big dog.
You can tell her that we have a friend who also is in the M&T club. then.
You do have a friend
Yeah.
that has a suite.
Yeah.
You have a friend that has an actual suite that she's
Yes.
looking for.
Yes.
You guys have to call.
I
William.
used to have a friend.
Call
that had
William.
one.
Doctor. What was that? Doctor?
Well, it was Rachel's birthday last night
Doctor,
or today, and I think
Dr.
that's
Evil.
no,
Oh,
why they
Doctor
were with
Dr.
that.
Wilkins.
Yes.
Look,
All right, there you go. See, now it's
Speaking
all coming together,
Yeah.
Laura. It's all coming together.
Speaking of which, my
All
Bills
these
rep
swinger
did call me
couples.
there today.
He did.
Yep, and it's my price on my tickets is doubling plus the $8,000.
Saw your post on this, and I was doing the math in my head. That is outrageous. So,
It is.
was your per seat ticket per season was $3,000
$3,000, $29.95 each.
each seat,
Yep.
plus an $8,000
$8,000 PSL.
PSL.
Can the bar write any of it off?
Yeah, because you can use it as advertising and you can give the tickets away.
Holy
But that's
God.
that's insane. I told her today in a text that telling me come up and see where the
That's
seat's going to be.
$14,000
Yeah.
right now.
Well, the 8,000 could be spread out. Yeah.
but still,
Yeah.
you're talking probably. What would we say? 3, 6, 7, or 8,000 a year because you're going to have to pay the PSL off.
Yeah.
They're going to fire McDermott and then have 17 more losing seasons.
They're going to have that PSL money, so nobody will cancel their season tickets.
Yeah, right. Why would you? You've
Yeah.
invested.
So today, I said, I'm not doing this. I said, that's outrageous. You're doubling the price. The PSL is out of control. I ought to put more money in Pagula's pocket when he could have built a dome.
Yeah,
So I'm not going there to freeze and get wet, not be able to sell the tickets because people won't go to the game.
And all she said was thanks. I'm
She said,
calling the
"No
next guy on the
problem."
list.
She goes, I'll let them know you're not interested in your tickets. It's okay. Next year will be my last year. So I think it'll be 17 years next year, and that's it.
that
my
sucks.
buddies had, and between him and his dad, 54 years, and they're not renewing.
54 years. Yeah.
Everybody I talked to is not renewing.
What do they do in Pittsburgh? PSL or no?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know.
That one was built in 2001, so I
Yeah.
think that was pre-PSL.
But will they be looking to upgrade that state? I mean, I know it doesn't sound that long ago, but
we
it
were
is
just
long.
talking
well.
about that yesterday. It's a beautiful stadium and it's in great shape. They'll do renovations for years. I mean, I don't know where they would build a new one.
Right.
No, the waiting
Yeah,
list
they can't
for
be on-
season tickets there is 25 years, I
20
think.
really?
Because, like I said, my ex's dad has season tickets, and I think Ethan had been on the season ticket waiting list since before we met. So 15 years now, and he
Yeah.
doesn't have season tickets.
That stadium
Wow.
is
And he doesn't have you either.
state-of-the-art stuff.
He's more devastated
Double
about the
whammy.
Steelers tickets.
Shut up. He kept the Bill
But he
season
did- he
tickets in
did-
the divorce.
He did pay a PSL for you and
Yeah.
still paying it. That's the thing. All right. Kevin's got a game, theme that tune. And he was very excited. I called him today, and all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, I got the best song ever for this."
I was laughing at it because Carrie was laughing at it.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to hear it. Here we go.
You'll know in a second.
Don't want no short dick man.
Can't think of the artist.
Don't want no short dick man. Don't want no short dick man.
let this one go for a minute.
Yeah, please do.
Laura's getting down to this too much.
I love it.
It's coming.
Don't want no short dick, man. What in the world is that fucking thing?
Cuckold.
Need some fucking tweezers to put that little thing away. That has got to be the smallest dick I have ever seen in my whole life. Get the fuck out of here. Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick, man. Don't want
You know.
No, all the girls knew this song back in the clubs.
Yes. Is that what
I
Carrie
can
was
picture-
writing about? And she was like, I wrote a, theme that tune about you.
Yes.
I'm gonna crush in this.
I am too.
I don't.
I don't know any of these.
You'll get there.
I mean, I know the side.
Just met DJing days.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for
I'm waiting for Laura to just jump up at it and all.
She's about
She's just like she was at a wedding all weekend doing it.
from Cotton Eye Joe.
You know this one, Mark.
It felt like springtime on this February morning.
This was the one show at the fair I wanted to go to this year.
I'm still recalling
I'm
things
blanking.
you said to make me feel
I'm gonna get fucking destroyed.
all right. I carried them
That's gonna win
with me
again.
today. Now
Oh, Matt's gonna-
I lay me down to sleep.
You know who's gonna win?
As I pray
Shit me.
you
Laura's gonna win.
though I'm far away.
Again, I know the songs, but I don't know the names or the artists.
You know this one too.
I don't. I know the song. I don't know.
I got it. I got one. Yes, I think.
I mean,
Come on.
these were the songs back when
Yeah,
went
this
to
is like
clubs.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going back 24 years.
That,
Looking around the house, hidden behind the window and the door, searching for
You've played this a
signs
million
of
times.
life, but there's nobody
Yeah.
home.
man.
Mark's finally on the board. No cheating over there.
I don't even know. I'm writing the lyrics to some of the songs.
Thinking that maybe that'll help.
Like that'll help me.
I feel like I should know more of the artist, and I don't.
There's a time and place for everything, for everyone.
Hey, this is radio station WSKEE. We're taking calls on the wish line. Make wacky wishes come true.
Hello, I wish I was a little bit
Matt's
taller.
already
I
singing
wish
it
I was
already.
a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" part.
Good songs.
I wish I was like 6'9", so I
Yeah,
could
the
get
artist,
with Leo. She could shoot up
These are all
but
one-hit
yo, she's
wonders.
really fine. You know I see her
Not
all
the
the
theme,
time. Maybe
No.
when
They're not all
I'm
one-hit
in
wonders.
my dreams, I can see my way
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
Cause I know she's living fat. Her boyfriend's tall and he plays ball. So how am I gonna compete with that? Cause when it comes to playing basketball,
Back to the top?
I'm always last.
Or are you still thinking over there?
No, I got
You
it.
still Spotify it over there.
I'm over.
Can't cheat out for Mark this week because he's got no
I
answer. You
didn't
got to
even-
Spotify
And
yourself.
by the way, all of a sudden I'm looking at his bracelets and I'm in deep thought and I go, you're going to think I'm cheating. So I look the way.
But you can't cheat off Mark's. He's got 3 answers.
The short dick man. Who's the artist?
Laura?
I have
You
no idea.
I can picture her. It's like this short.
It's Gillette and 20 fingers.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I
never
don't know.
fucking.
What?
I wouldn't have got it.
I
Still wouldn't have
20
got it.
fingers.
No short dick, man.
You had 20 fingers.
Yeah. Makes up for the short dick.
Mr. Let's hope it will come to me.
Bro, in the night, in my dreams, I'm in love with you.
Do I
Ace
it,
of
like,
base.
it is not Ace of
No,
Base.
it's not Ace of Base.
It's Real McCoy, Another Night.
No,
I have in the night.
I wrote
Not-
in the night.
not close
too.
enough.
Yeah.
Cotton Eye Joe, but I don't know who did it.
Joe Mercado.
The Rednecks.
Didn't I get the-
Sounds like
didn't
an
I get the
auto
artist on that?
tune, like DJ. I don't know.
I drew.
As I lay me down to sleep.
Wait,
I'm ashamed I don't know this.
As I Lay Me Down is the name of the song.
Oh, dang.
Sophie B. Hawkins.
Oh,
She used to do damn. Yes. That's what I thought it sounded like.
your lover.
Yeah.
All right, so far I have 2.
I have 2.
I said Shaggy, Mr. Bombastic.
Close.
Not even.
Not even
What?
close.
Not even the same
You're not
island.
even. You're not
Yeah.
even. You're not even in the same country.
You're not even the same color, I don't think.
Mr. Boombastic.
That's
No,
what I
you're
thought it
not
was.
close. Hot stepper, right?
It's Here Comes the Hot Stepper.
Uh,
Eni Kamosi.
I know, there I go.
I wrote multiply. Like, I know the word.
Come on, Mark.
Is it Jim Blossoms?
It is not. This would have been your zone days. You probably turned this one off.
Probably.
Better than Ezra. Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
better than
Oh.
Ezra.
Everybody,
I loved this song
waha.
back in the '90s, but I don't know the names of the songs. That's the problem.
That's
God damn.
Everybody, waha.
I have 2 points.
I do too.
Mark's got this one.
Oh, it's Van Halen. Can't stop loving you.
Correct.
All right, I got Van Halen.
I got Van Halen.
I have Van Halen right there with Sammy is what I wrote. Oh, just checking.
You listen to the very first line, it'll tell you
It's
who
I
it is.
Wish, right?
It is I Wish.
Oh, I wrote Wish.
I wish I was a baller.
Hello?
Skilo.
Ah. I got 4.
I got
I got
4.
Whopping 5.
Yes, you're the winner.
That's gonna win.
Wait.
Somebody can
Can
pull
we
the theme.
pull a theme here for
I
5
wrote
points?
top club hits of 1995.
95.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm so young. Okay.
You got any ideas?
I was thinking club songs from 2000, 24 years ago.
No, problem is Van Halen.
No, some
Oh,
of
that's
those are
true.
in the
Sam
90s.
is not either.
All right, well, maybe
Laura's
like,
right.
I wish I had a bigger dick.
I'm gonna give it to Laura. She was pretty close. These are all songs that run the Billboard Hot 100 1995.
Wow!
Oh!
Look at you. Man, never mind. I just give up. The whole song. God.
There was some real shit on that list too.
1995.
Damn, I'm proud of myself.
How old were you? 85?
I was 10.
So you're just coming of
So I
age.
started talking about short dicks.
Why does that not surprise me? Why am I not shocked at all?
Oh,
That's it. One other big thing. What's your next big adventure?
13 inches and Jared Falcon.
Yeah.
I have Seattle in 2 weeks, and 2 weeks after that, I'm going down to Daytona.
Seattle looks like it could be a tough game.
Nah, they
Little
lost, they
nervous.
lost to the Giants yesterday.
I know, but,
But I'm
yeah,
going
but
with
the fluke.
Renee.
That's the way the NFL is.
yeah.
Wait, who are they playing?
And New England almost beat the
Bills.
Seahawks.
Seattle and the Bills play this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out in Seattle. Yeah,
Tough
yeah,
place
that's
to play.
what I say.
Tough place to
But
play.
it's going to be an
New England
awesome
took 'em to overtime,
adventure.
yeah.
Like, that's where
Yeah.
Renee and I are going to go.
All right. Well, get to BTB. Check out the brunch. Join us next Monday. We're going to do the
I may
podcast
come
live.
next Monday.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the kids, but
Bring 'em.
whatever.
It's a family friendly operation there.
It is. It's a family friendly operation. BTB over
Just
50
don't sit next
TVs.
to Mark at the bar if the Bills start losing.
Not a bad seat in the house.
He'll start cussing.
Mark's got his doctor's appointment tomorrow. He'll be joining us late from here on forward.
HIPAA violation.
Yes.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Not very, not much.
No.
Late next week, though. Not really.
No, not really. We can actually wait till you show up.
Well, next week I'm off.
Oh,
Next week's Columbus Day. So
I was wondering when that was.
So I will be.
Okay.
I'll be
And
on
is this,
time.
I
is
started
this a
scratching my-
normal Monday night time too? Is this like a
Yeah.
7 o'clock? Or
No, it's an
8:20?
8:20. Yeah, I know. All right, if you can't come, you can't
I'll
come.
be there. I might not stay for much of the whole half, but we'll see.
That's all right. The I was wondering today. I go, do they? I thought as I was walking here, I go, wonder. I haven't heard anything about Columbus Day. Do they still do Columbus Day?
I forgot it's next Monday.
I was thinking, like, do they?
It
Still
may be
do-
Indigenous Peoples Day now.
Yes,
Yeah, they changed the name of it.
Yeah, I go. Well, I didn't even know if it was recognized anymore. The way the world goes.
Who knows anymore these days?
That's it. For Matt from BTB, who survived a torrential downpour and a 90-minute delay to see the Dallas Cowboys win on the road. For Mark, who's getting another gig, never stops working. For Laura, who's organized even if she has to eat with a spork. And for Kevin, putting together another killer game that I got killed by.
It was a little bit taller.
We'll see you tomorrow.